Pinnacle Bank Arena in Lincoln sold out, as it has been for every game this calendar year, as the Huskers roll through a historic season. Basketball on the Big Ten Network, sponsored by Venmo. The 9th-ranked Cornhuskers hosting Penn State. Calling card, so hard to deal with. Reed on the drive. He didn't have much trouble. He gets the first two. Penn State has done a really good job trying to develop this young team. Sam Hoiberg getting the first two for the Huskers.
And a nice job all year, Dave. They're last in the conference in terms of points per game allowed and defending not just 2-point shots, but 3 as well.
Mass getting his first 2-point field goal percentage defense and 2-point field goal percentage defense. They're better on the offensive end, and we have seen ball movement for the Nittany Lions. Here's Reed into the lane, scooping and hitting.
Well, when we talked to Coach Mike Rhodes before the ball game, they said defense, the ball can't stick, and this is a great example of the ball not sticking. They flipped the floor, Dave, and then that is a very difficult conversion
here for Nebraska. And then the 3 out of the corner by Price Sanford. Such a good outside shooter. The backup for a year to Yannicota Niederhauser, but he ended up staying in the NBA draft. Sanford hits the 3. And the rebound to Juric. He's got his man through the lane. Tunja, beautiful cut.
Beautiful job by you. No way he's going to be able to see that cutter, but because he turned and faced, chance for an
Sanford hits the 3, and it'll go to the line.
Sanford continues to move well without the basketball. Doesn't need a whole lot of space. Utilizes the screen from Mass. A chance for a 4-point play. Option would probably be Garcia, who hasn't played, and he's been battling his injuries as well.
Garcia in there right now wearing number 15 as Frager hits the 3 out of the corner. So at least for now, it'll keep Nebraska off balance.
And kind of slow down their cuts.
Frager, 3 ball. Shoulders fake.
Well,
before you threw it back to the ref.
I'd have to go see the chiropractor with too many shoulder fakes now.
And Stewart ends the drought. First basket, another turnover for the Nittany Lions. Now 2-on-1. Jacobson gonna step through, take it himself, and go for a 3-point play.
Chris Lowry kind of turned over that side of the ball and let an individual focus on that. Well done by Penn State.
And Juric able to finish it off. Now Reed. Again, everything is a challenge on this end shot. Juric gets it to go.
I tell you what, he has played well here today on both ends.
Here's Sanford. Now Curtis inside. And he gets his first 2.
Uthenjill not available today. Nice production by both of these guys.
Sanford for 3. That was cold-blooded.
Defensive end of the floor. He rotates, he shows, keeps his hands up on the dribble drive here, forcing a difficult shot. Leads to the opportunity on the other end. Curtis runs, shows his hands, gets his feet under it. Nice conversion for Curtis.
Sanford hasn't missed yet, and he still hasn't. And Blackwood turns it over. Hoiberg the steal. Lawrence ahead of the pack.
And Curtis made that steal possible for Hoiberg because in front of us.
Again, been out for a while. Sanford again. Make it. Lawrence left it short. Another good hustle play from Garcia. And he pays it off with his first 2 points of the game. Reed hits.
They had some success early. They dribble drove and put Nebraska into some rotations. Now
that'll help.
That's a good sign. They flipped the floor a little.
Here's Reed on the baseline. Inside Juric. Off of what was an 18-point deficit. Lawrence gets 3 back.
Nice little drill handoff there between.
Now Hoiberg. Mast just inside the free throw line.
And that is a far more difficult shot.
Basketball to finish better than 5-1 in that category. Really remarkable. Shot clock's at 5. Lawrence on the drive on Dillion. He lays it in.
And just about.
Here's Lawrence getting downhill.
And I tell you, the thing I like about what Nebraska did there, played with genuine joy, for sure.
Nice Mingo inside Juric. Well done. Just put his shoulder down and got himself 2.
And how about the
ball really moving for the Huskers, and Frager finishes it off with a 3-ball.
Yeah,
But it's a great story to watch him be a part of this resurgence with his dad. I mean, you think about as Mingo hits inside, amazing to think of where they've got it now. Mast inside, gets the roll. Perhaps he's hampered that vertical leap a little bit. Mingo got game just moments ago, and now he's on a roll. He's got 4.
Oh, nice job by Mast of running the floor. Really well done.
Yeah.
And if
Marciani nearly traveled inside. Mingo back into him, and the foul.
Marciani, a nice job of keeping the ball, didn't put it on the floor. Chance for an and 1. Now watch Mast here, number 51. He makes eye contact with Hoiberg, and he just keeps running.
Dale Curtis back in there, gave him some good minutes in the first half. This is the 7-foot freshman from Iceland. He turns it over there, and Tunja gets an easy 2 on the other end. 6:30 Eastern, 3:30 Pacific on the Big Ten Network and the Fox Sports app. Nice move through the lane by Caden Mingo, and they turn it over. Now Tunja ahead of the pack, and he throws down the dunk.
Good rotation defensively there.
Crowd oohing and eyeing, but he's now 0 for 2 on the year from 3-point range. Juric with a head of steam.
And how about Juric?
Now Sanford on the drive. Through the lane, off the glass and in. This afternoon. Now Juric into the lane and gets it to go off glass. What a great sequence for the freshman from Croatia.
How about the catch?
He's got a dozen. On the move, Frager again. Mingo off glass and in. Caden Mingo's come alive in the second half, all 9 of his points. Yeah, he is limping. That is not a great sign. Here's Frager for 3, and he got it. Braden Frager now has 15 next year, but really outstanding shooter. Sanford not there. Mast the offensive rebound. Here's Hoiberg. Through the lane, Hoiberg lays it in and draws the foul.
And Mingo went for the gamble right there. He tried to go behind for the steal. It doesn't pay off, and that allows Hoiberg to turn the corner. Mingo went for the reach around poke, didn't get it.
Hoiberg. In the corner, Sanford for 3.
How about the read by
How much
Hoiberg?
he likes the character of this team. Really young group, and Mingo, guy they are counting on to be their leader.
The fingers or anything like that. These guys, under some adverse conditions, are really hanging together.
Hoiberg on the drive. What a day as well. And the 3-ball is good from Blackwood.
Nice job by Blackwood.
Slightly exceeds their season average, but I think for Fred, as Reed's able to hit the 3, the concern to him was the game. Reed misses the 3 badly. That is the one area of major concern for Nebraska coming out of this one. Sanford hits, and typically does, and so Hoiberg drives hard to the lane. He's got 11 assists. And Kendall Blue coming in off the bench, hits years there. He's a senior from Woodbury, Minnesota. Freshman Justin Hauser. So the Huskers get a win. It is win number 23 on the year. They do it behind a career high